Here at Fractured Soul, episode 21. Oh my god, this introduction is so hinged right now. It's so formal. So yeah, we are here at Fractured Soul. We are an hour early today because we needed to switch things around schedule wise, also for me as well. So don't have too much time today, so I'm gonna get everything situated. We'll jump right into it. Hey, Tea Leaf. Autumn. My favorite moth? As it should be. Okay. Oh my god, why does my why does my model look like that? Okay, I gotta lean back. There we go. Shite. There you go. There's a good angle. Alright, let me unmute this.
The spell slots that you
Yeah.
need.
Half our class level, exactly.
Well, and I can't. I just have to pick and choose when to use which spells, and I can I can have so many prepared spells just like y'all, but still.
What if I just
I
like
believe-
legend lore?
Honestly, legend lore on the hive. Death.
Let me know your secrets. Head fucking explodes.
What are
No,
you gonna
the
do to the
insect story
hive?
starts from.
Has
the insect
legend lore
story
on it.
starts again.
Legend lore on the hive? Oh god. That would be dope though. I get to
What's
talk.
another legend
I just get to fucking yap about shit for like an hour. That's what legend lore does.
I have access to that.
Oh, it's
Oh,
expensive. Never mind.
It's really expensive.
Oh, is
I
it
have
like
20
GP? Is it GP value?
It's like 4 times 50, 200, 450 gold.
So you can effectively pay for lore. That's crazy.
Yep.
I don't think that's worth it at all.
No.
There are
So
two types of DMs when it comes to legend lore: those that hate it and those that love it.
And then there's also scrying, which also costs even more.
yeah, scrying's pretty intense. So today, we will pick back up. Who wants to do a little bit of a recap from last time?
I basically died.
Tiki.
Well, all of us more or less did.
Yeah.
But I think I went through the most.
Yeah. Of
Pain and
course. Of course.
suffering.
All at one time.
Of course.
Fucking sucked. There was a queen. We tried to take the Ashka away from him by me flying down there, casting silence, so that because we thought the queen was a spellcaster, but turns out it pulled out a hydra from nowhere and disrupted the concentration of the silence. I fell in, basically died. I got or I think we had to figure out a way to get me out. We fought the queen. Shoot, I gotta remember names. Yotimo. Yotimo threw an ice cream cone at its face, and it dropped the Ashka and into the pool of we'll call it the blender. Dropped the Ashka into the blender. The blender blew up everything and everyone except Carmen. And
Let's fucking go.
And then Theomaki came up out of nowhere to take the Ashka away, and we were like what the fuck, dude? Why did you just show up after we go through this shit? And basically, we almost broke her too.
Yep.
As far as her overall aura is, she's always seems like she knows everything, but we were just like, if you know everything, why can't you stop this shit? And then she was like, okay then, well, if you don't want my help, then I won't come. Essentially.
Yep. That's exactly it.
And now we're all tired and trying to get out of here. And that's pretty much it. Oh, hey, you rolled a 4.
Yeah, ignore that.
4 equals 4.
Does.
Nice.
Oh, damn.
Does this work? Oh wait, hold on. Let's see. Okay, it doesn't.
What? Oh. Yeah.
A D.5.
No fractions.
That would have been crazy.
Yep.
I do nothing.
Yet it still gives 1, which means that something must have come from nothing.
Yep.
So what are we doing? We're here at the
right.
entrance right now to the chamber, but
Long rests and leveling up.
Yep.
long
I've got
resting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or well, I guess leveling up is the same thing.
Okay, should I take you then outside, or are you gonna go to the stay in the cavern, or?
I think we're all very tired
Yeah,
of this
we were
cavern.
planning.
Yeah.
We were planning on going outside.
Okay. Let
Yeah,
me do this.
Before as everyone leaves, Zehavi will take a second to to use fabricate on the remains of the Behir and what was it? And get whatever crafting materials I can get from it.
Okay. Let me just this.
Ooh, divine intervention is cool.
Divine intervention is really cool.
I can cast legend lore for free.
Yo. You should do it on the hive.
Like lore.
Okay.
Legend lore.
Actually, and scrying as well.
You get a scrying cast for free.
It's any cleric spell level 5 or below
Wow.
once per long rest. Don't need the materials or anything.
So I would say that this probably happens also during the long rest. So you are able to get out the cave, no problem. The Behir dead. There's a Hydra and its master dead. As you get up to the surface, the alien that you rescued are over here. You can see that the alien that was previously injured seems to have sort of fallen into sort of like a sleep, or I don't know. You know, maybe they sedated or whatever. You see these two alien tending to him. And there's also Dina and Zretha, the two alien that actually spotted you outside the ruins. And they're going around sort of collecting bits of like weapons and stuff that they can scavenge from the battle before. Now, as for the stuff you can get from the Behir, let's see. So I'd say that you can definitely get products. Well, what are you looking for?
Generally everything, because I still have all of my 4th level spell slots after the battle. So I'm gonna practically carve anything from the body that I can. So hide, meat, bones, teeth, organs, claws, anything that can be used, I want. Also, as we pass it by, I asked Yotimo for his bag of holding.
Of course.
Okay, so well, the Behir's a really big creature, so I'd say like first off, that meat is definitely enough to give you basically like 3 weeks worth. Like one person could eat for 3 weeks off of the Behir. And Fabricate will basically take that raw meat and make it into something that's travel stable. So yeah, 21 days rations right off the bat. Also, let's see, what does
Could
it
I make
have?
it that it only fabricates it into the meat itself and not into already
Already cooked?
finished rations?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. I mean, you can just get like a fucking pile of butcher cuts from that thing.
Ooh.
I imagine Yotimo would probably prefer the raw ingredients instead of already finished rations and
Yeah.
preserved
That's the
meats.
beautiful thing about a bag of holding. It's perfect.
For the scales, there are a couple things you could do with the scales. A Behir isn't necessarily like, it has pretty hard scales, but they're actually, so they're not super like dense, because that's really not sort of how the Behir has evolved. But you could make like you could definitely make building materials out of the scales. You could make roofing. You could make like literally like window shades. You can't make like jewelry or armor out of them. But what else could you make? The scales are pretty. They're pretty flexible. They can be used to make a lot of different things. I think actually, you could. From the scales, make a set of culinary tools. You can make pots out of them. You can make cooking implements as well. So a set of cook's tools or cook's instruments. I forgot what they're called. The item. And then
Pencils.
so you've got a bunch of bones. Which I don't know. I don't know what you can make with bones. You can make a lot with bones. Is there something you have in mind for the bones?
I don't know if this is relevant, but you could technically use bones to make carbon steel.
Yeah, however,
So it can be a large or smaller object. So it can be like anything that fits in a 10-foot cube, which is pretty big.
We could get a 10-foot bone cube?
Yeah, you could literally have a cube
Mean.
of bone. Yeah, you could.
You should
But
make, like,
I imagine it's more or less a 10-foot, a stack of bones or bone pieces in a 10-foot cube.
Yeah. Because Behir
One-
is like a huge creature, and even though it's kind of serpentine, so it doesn't have actually that big of a skeleton, it still has a lot of bones in it, so.
1,000
Summon
bone
bones.
needles.
That is
Summon
true.
bones.
How much weight is the whole skeleton?
Okay, that's a. I don't know. Well, okay.
think about it. What's the size of the creature or
Let me
person
just
or
see.
whatever.
So, a huge creature is anything under 25,000 pounds.
If you take off all the
So
skin and
take
skin
off
and
like
muscle.
all the skin and muscle, which is most of the weight. And the Bahir
a-
is big, but it's also fast as fuck. So it's can't be that heavy. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna say, hold on. How
What
much
does
is a
that
ton?
even mean?
Okay, a ton is
Gets-
2,000 pounds. I'd say that there's like, well, your bones are really heavy though. There's 3 tons of bone, so 6,000 pounds of bone, right?
That's a lot.
Because so
That is a lot.
if the creature is under 25,000 pounds, so it's 18,000 pounds maybe, because it's not like the heaviest of huge creatures, and then bones make up like a third of its weight, the other 2/3 being like everything else on the creature. So it would be 3 tons of bone, right? Yeah, 3 tons of bone. 2,000 pounds or 6,000 pounds. You could do a lot with
that
that. You could make a
Yeah.
fucking you could make a small boat, like yeah, I don't even know.
Let's make Bahir bone prof.
I cast fix
Yeah.
boat.
A lot of bone broth and cooking utensils. With
I
that.
mean, it is like that is infinite bone broth
yeah,
because
yeah.
you don't need that
Basically.
much bone for broth. So
No. There's gonna be wasted bone broth. That's for sure.
yeah. So are we just getting like a 3-ton cube of bone? Is that what we're
I mean-
is that what we're fabricating?
I mean, if it fits.
I
I'm
guess.
not. I mean, I'd be interested. Is there? Did you already? Did we already know like the value of it all, or is it just like standard bone?
Okay, well, so
Oh.
if you want to sell this stuff, I think that like 3 tons of bone, so 6,000 pounds of bone. I think like 1 gold per pound is probably a good price for bones of like a slightly rare creature. So I'd just say it's like 6,000 gold worth of bone in that cube. Now for the meat, it's the equivalent of whatever 21 days rations is in
Oh, yeah.
GP. So a ration is 5 SP, so that is 42 silver. So 4 gold and 2 silver for all of the meat.
Okay, so for the bones.
That sounds a bit weird though, because then why are the bones so expensive?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe the bones are maybe there's just more fucking meat. Yeah, maybe you can. Okay, hold on. I actually, sorry, this is
the
this
logistics.
This is
of
taking way too
having
long.
to deal
But
with.
I do want. Okay, so 6,000 pounds of bone, right? And I've said that the Bahir is probably around 18,000 pounds. So 12,000 pounds of that is not bone. So let's remove about 3,000 pounds for like stuff you can't eat, which is probably not that much. So that's 12, 8,000. Oh my god, never ask a musician to do math. 8,000 pounds of just pure meat. So okay, so a pound of meat feeds.
Maybe this helps. Let's just say, because the Bahir is a huge creature.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take an equivalent like an elephant, which is also considered huge.
Yeah.
I just googled, and a typical elephant has approximately 1,000 pounds of meat.
Oh. Okay.
But what 1,000, like usually one portion of meat is half a pound per person for one meal. So
Oh my god, so that's
it.
two that's
That's 2,000 meals.
2,000 meals. So if a ration is for one day, right? So that's 3 meals.
Yeah.
So 2,000
Yeah.
divided by 3 is
And divided by the number of us in the group, right?
Oh my god, it's 666 rations.
We're
So what if
eating for like a year and a half.
what if we just take enough bones and meat to fill our bag up?
Yeah, that's
capacity,
probably the best bet.
and then give the rest of these guys over here.
So then it's got
Yeah,
1,000
yeah.
pounds of okay. Yeah. D&D is way off with their weight figures for like for
Yeah.
the size is 25,000 pounds. That's crazy.
You would
If an
think
elephant only
nerds-
has 1,000 of like meat on it, like wow. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's a lot of stuff, man.
Ottoman Chaz like that's at least 3 gold. So 666 times 5 is 3,330 divided by 10 is so 333 gold
Okay.
worth of rations if you wanted to just sell them all in case you needed. So let's just say that the bones, because the bones are going to be less, so the bones are just like 150 gold worth of bones, and it's still a 10 foot by 10 foot cube of bones because that's easy.
Yeah.
But I think Carmen's idea was pretty good, man.
Yeah, just fill up your bag with it.
Yeah. Fill the bag as like with as much useful stuff as we can, and then the rest we can leave. And
Yeah.
We may want to fabricate the meat we put into the bag to being stable,
of course.
because the rest of it will just rot in there, and then we'll have just like 400 pounds of rotten meat.
Yeah.
That'd
After a
be
certain
bad.
point, I think that becomes a chemical weapon.
Yeah.
You're just cultivating salmonella in your bag of holding.
Summon them.
Yeah. Honestly, your idea about selling to the village is probably the most.
It's the most practical.
Yeah.
Mhm. Let's go with that.
So also during the long rest, okay. So one of the Ailey, this guy will come up to you, up to all of you at the shrine. Excuse me, I just wanted to say thank you for what you did in that cave. You saved our lives.
You're welcome.
It comes with the territory.
I wish that we didn't have more to ask of you, but we do. You see, unfortunately, the one of us that's injured, and he points at the alien, lying here. He was our healer. Do any of you happen to be a healer?
Clerk reluctantly walks up. I got you. And
Oh,
then...
it's not for me. It's for him.
Yeah. And just cast mass healing word, choosing all 3 of them. So, take 1 spell slot down. I'm rolling. Oh wait, I got it here. Healing word. There.
You'll see them look up as they feel that energy wash over them. The alien on the ground, however, you can see that your spell worked, but he doesn't seem to wake up. And the alien calls you over. Here. Here, come here, look. Your spell was powerful, but I'm afraid that there's something wrong with him. When we came out of the cave, he sort of fell into some sort of sleep, and we're not able to wake him right now. We've been trying everything.
Can I do a medicine check?
Sure.
Medicine. Bam. Oh, damn. Guidance. Where's my guidance? There
I
it
do
is.
have a healer's kit if you need that.
Alright, so it's only 9 on the medicine check.
Your healing spells have seemed to help restore the Ailey's wounds, and outwardly, physically, he doesn't seem to be quite as injured anymore. Some of the wounds have closed and knotted themselves. However, the Ailey seems to be in a comatose state for some reason.
Clerk is gonna call Zahavi over to see if he can Arcana check. See if there's like a magical thing happening specifically.
Sure. One moment.
Carmen will assist.
This one.
This one.
He reluctantly takes the assist.
There
Oof,
you go.
30.
Is anyone else seeing a health bar and a nameplate that does not have an icon per June?
Oh, it's probably because
No.
Roll20 is bugging.
Okay.
If I
yeah,
move him
figured
around,
that
does
was
that
the case,
fix
but-
it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Wow, 30 Arcana. So, you examine the Ailey. There doesn't seem to be any sort of enchantment spells affecting him right now. However, you do feel that... So as you scan for enchantment magic, you kind of touch the psyches of different creatures, right? Like, that's kind of what you have to do in order to detect if this guy has been enchanted by, like, a sleep spell or something like that. So as you pass your hand over maybe the forehead of the Ailey, you realize that something in sort of like the psychic energy that normally kind of resides within a human, or within a being, something is disrupted. Something's off. This Ailey has maybe undergone some type of, maybe some type of like trauma to the brain or something, or it could be something a bit more sinister, something not detectable as an enchantment magic.
As Zahavi makes this observation, he casts Detect Thoughts to try to delve deeper into the psyche of June, trying to maybe search for a source of this disruption.
On the surface, the Ailey's thoughts are like sort of like a calm sea. There are no ripples as the Ailey's asleep.
Do I sense any resistance as I try to get into the deep thoughts?
As you probe deeper and you dive into the metaphorical sea, Zahavi, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Guidance does not help that, I believe.
Nope. Wisdom.
You delve deeper into the sea of dreamless sleep that the Ailey is in, and as you dive through, you're searching for further thoughts, right? Deeper thoughts, and you can't find any, and you push a little bit further. You still can't find any, so you push a little bit further. And as you're trying to find something within this sort of like dreamless sleep, you sense something at the edges first of your awareness, and then it starts to creep in even more and more and more until it feels like an immense rush coming at you, and you almost feel as if you're about to be sucked in before something forcibly pulls you back out of everything, and your detect thought spell ends. In your mind, and in everyone else's mind, you'll hear the voice of Agent Ket. Careful.
I would
Ah,
really
of
love if he
course.
would give us any more information than like the base, but I guess that like is what you get by being like a cryptic ghost shared amongst the heads of 4 people.
This alien is corrupted. The symmetry has touched it.
Symmetry, not the hive specifically.
No, the hive served only as a conduit. It would be wise to leave its mind. However, there is a way for you to save them if you feel that it is so necessary.
It depends. Tell me the way and I'll consider it.
This alien cannot be returned to life, but it can be saved from much grimmer fate. The memory is within it. If you extract the memory from it, absorb the power into yourself, you will not be affected as I am with you. And the Ailey will pass on peacefully and not into the greater torment that is the memory. It will not become part of the symmetry.
As this is in our
Zahavi,
minds, Yotimo's just going to, eye Zahavi and Twile and Clark.
Zahavi returns the look, concern on his face.
What's going on?
Don't
You're
worry
still
about it,
included
Kevin.
in our telepathic bond, so
Oh,
Zahavi
here?
repeats what Ajan Cat tells us to Carmen,
Hmm.
reluctantly.
I have an
I'm not
idea.
sure if it's worth it for a common ally for us to risk this.
Well, I could try and use that little guy over there to cleanse him.
It is too risky to use a beast of the Prismarine. We don't know what it might do. The beast holds incredible power. You could put the alien into a state much worse than when you found it.
Well, he's in a vegetative state anyway, so if the options are a risky procedure to maybe, hopefully, get him to return to his senses, or having him die anyway, why not try? And he steps back.
You make a good point. You may do as you wish, what you feel is right. However, I will warn you. This is an opportunity as well for you to gain greater power. Passing it up means that it may not come again.
I am tired. He just Zahavi just sits down.
I'm going to use well, I'm gonna try and help Carmen by casting Counter Charm.
Okay.
So at least when you're attempting anything with the creature, you might not be affected, or you'll have advantage on the.
All right. I'm going to cast Mental Barrier on myself. And then I'm going to try to... I don't have Detect Thoughts. I'm just going to try and, like, flood the Ailey's body with Prismarine energy as best as I can.
Okay.
Just, like, put my... Yeah.
What do you do with the Ashka? What do you do with the little guy?
Kind of just hold him under my arm and just kind of, like, try and use him as, like,
As a
energy
battery.
source.
Yeah. Carmen, as you focus, make me an ability check with your spell casting ability. So intelligence, I believe.
Okay.
Zahavi summons Lafayette and gives assistance.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah, roll again.
Are these saves or checks?
These are checks. All right. 21.
Guidance. Then.
You can guidance as well.
Where is it? Guidance down here. Bam. It's a level.
22.
Yeah.
All right. That's a success. So DC was 20. As you hold the creature underneath your arm and you focus again, you feel the creature respond in turn. Having it so close to you means that the power kind of feels more accessible. And you place your hand on the Ailey's forehead and push in again, and you would see the same thing that Zahavi saw first, sort of the sea of dreamless sleep, and then you delve in deeper, and it's like sort of like a giant leviathan up from the deepest reaches of the sea comes up to meet you. And as it's about to pull you in, however, you focus your mind and try to channel the energy from the creature next to you into the Ailey's mind. And for maybe the shortest glimpse of a second, across sort of your mental vision, you see the most terrifying creature you could ever think of that just seems to evaporate before all of you. And as Carmen draws back from the Ailey's forehead with like her eyes snapping open, you'll see the Ailey's also snap open, and it'll take a huge breath in. And the Ailey on either side of him like look to all of you. You did it.
Ooh, I would suggest not poking around where you don't know what's down there.
Is the Ailey really like okay now?
As he comes to, you can see that he sort of like, you know, first takes a couple shaky breaths, but then sort of seems to regain a little bit more focus, and the Ailey on either side of him, like, you know, kind of prop him up and stuff. He's still injured, but of course he's been healed a bunch, so he's actually seems quite stable at this point.
Okay.
And he'll let out sort of a ragged, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it for the long rest. Unless there's any of these guys that you want to talk to during the long rest, but if not, then you can level up.
Yeah, we kind of already did, but yeah.
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 And
Just
at,
like, yeah.
at the conclusion, I would say also that you know, Dina and Zaretha will come to you guys and say, I'm sure that you've heard this already from the others, but we have to thank you for what you've done. We didn't know if there were survivors down there. Please, if you feel that you need to, come down to our village with us. We will receive you and, well, we'll do what we can to scrounge up something so that we can celebrate. You deserve our hospitality at the very least.
Well, we do have another request that we might have to ask of you.
By all means, anything.
The creature that was attacking your three companions. Well, after defeating it, we carved it up, and it's too much for all of us. For us, we would appreciate it if you could take parts of it. And he points at the mountain of meat that in the cavern.
I see. Dina will say. Looks at the big meat pile. Well, it's morbid, but we don't have as many mouths to feed anymore. So, I'm afraid that we'd only need to take but a portion of it. We are also not very rich. But we would be happy to buy some of it off of you.
We would appreciate it. I could process it so that it would keep a little longer.
Oh, that would be fine. Will you join us at our village then? Perhaps we can make the arrangements then.
We could stay a night, but we do have to continue on our way.
I understand. By the way, and she kind of like looks a bit puzzled. What are you doing down here anyway? You don't seem, of course, to be from Eulalia. You're quite a long way from any settlements in particular.
In Clark's mind, he tells Zahavi, I don't think we should let them know what we're doing here.
We are travelers and researchers. As you see, as you saw, many of us are spellcasters of various kinds, and well, we have a interest in ruins such as these, and travel all over Etun.
So I'm gonna make you actually make a deception check. It's the DC's not gonna be very high though, because you're technically not really. You're just omitting
We're not
stuff.
lying.
Yeah, you're just omitting stuff, but
Can I make a persuasion check instead?
yeah, persuasion actually you could do as well. I think actually that's
Okay. Okay.
okay.
Okay.
And then let me have her roll an insight.
Do you want me to guidance that?
If you want to, but guidance is still relatively obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave it alone.
Okay, insight check. Oh my goodness.
Oof.
She will kind of like listen very intently, and then she'll nod her head gently. I see. Well, you're quite the tough bunch of researchers. You don't happen. Well, I don't mean to pry, but you don't happen to be affiliated with the Kataruna by any means.
No. We have learned of their endeavors as of recently, but we are not part of them.
That's good to hear. They were sending loads of their agents down into Eulalia on ostensibly research business, but it got quite a bit messy that even our tribe heard about it at some point.
Oh, I heard. It seemed that even a group invaded home, as I've heard.
Tried to, but well, things are better now. Anyway, let's make our way to the village.
Who are the Kataruna again?
Tell
The
us.
rulers of the Western Kingdoms.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. It's coming back to me.
I'm gonna heal these guys up. So the Ailey take you through the forests of Ilalia, and it'll take about the rest of the day kind of to get to their village. So by the time you get to their village, it's about evening, and bring you there. The tribe's village is on the banks of a river that goes through the rest of the island. And go in here.
White screen. Flashbang. Oh, no.
So the banks of the river are illuminated with what looks to be sort of like bioluminescent algae or some sort of like plant life that kind of makes the beach itself, like at the edge, kind of sparkle in the dim evening light. The village itself is deserted, as it seems that the entire tribe left to go to the shrine, and as the Ailey move into the village, they kind of try to find where everything is and stuff like that. And actually, you'll see this one. He'll come up to this house and he'll like kind of knock on the door, which will open, and you'll see two little Ailey like larva kids, or like maybe like just fresh out the larva stage, kind of peek out behind the door and then hug him and stuff as he goes in. Dina will turn to all of you. We will try to prepare a feast with what we have. We could have it on the beaches for now, but it will take a little bit. Please feel
I'll
free
help.
to make yourselves at home. We don't have much, but we do have, hopefully, somewhere to sit.
Yotimo is instantly going to prepare supplies and
Help with
ready
the cooking.
something to. Of course. It's been a while.
Yeah, so you, Dina, and Zaretha would probably be able to get a fire going over here. And I'll have Yotimo make a... can you make a check with your cook's utensils? That's what they're called.
Would that perhaps be a performance check?
Yeah, I could say it's a performance check. I could say that.
Or any type of check. I don't know precisely what you'd like.
I think a performance check's fine.
Okay.
Cooking is a performing skill. It's performing something.
Prior to that, obviously, I'm going to grab a little granola bar and give myself a little bardic inspiration. Can I inspire myself, actually?
Yeah, you can.
And so...
I think so.
There you go.
Inspiration.
Plus...
Oh, really? Wait, hold on. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know if you can.
I'll
Damn.
check. I'll double check.
Oh yeah, you can't inspire yourself. That's crazy.
I cannot, right?
Yeah, it's one creature other than yourself. You can guidance yourself though.
Yeah. No worries at all. Let's go. That's fine. That's totally fine.
And a D4 to that.
Uh,
18.
there you go.
Okay.
Nice.
The Ailey don't, again, yeah, they don't have much, but they do have something. And even though Ilalian produce is a little bit foreign to you, you're able to cook up a good, decent, hearty meal for everybody here. And it's not fancy, but it'll do, and it'll taste good.
Yeah, I'll use the behir meat to make a kind of like a ragu of some kind.
Yeah, and the way the Ailey plants and stuff kind of happen is that, like, like, for instance, like the salad is glowing. Like there's some things about it that are just like a bit different.
Very unsure
Yeah.
of what I'm doing with those.
Yeah. So actually, Twile, as you walk over to the water, what's on Twile's mind? Actually, first of all, as you walk towards this river with like this really cool like bioluminescent kind of glowing at the edge.
Mostly that it's been a while since she's been near like a big body of water, and she's feeling a little reminiscent. But she's also thinking a lot about the whole conversation with Theomaki, whose name I fuck up every single time.
Yeah, see, I say Theomaki, but like I don't really care how people say it. I don't even know how you're supposed to say it. Actually, I can look it up. You know what? Let's look this up right now.
Brief Google
Pronunciation.
detour.
How to pronounce the...
I guess it would depend on what, like.
Yeah, I think
Linguistic
what you're
grasp.
saying is probably the
Theomaki.
closest to the Greek, if I had to guess. But
Theomaki? Yeah, because usually Greek
Theomaki.
is like it's like 1-2. Like it's usually not
Theomaki.
like 1, 2, 3. It's 1-2. Theomaki.
Hmm.
okay, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well. Anyway. As you, I'm glad we cleared that up. As you walk towards the water's edge, Twile, make a perception check for me.
Certainly.
Oh wow. You spot a glint.
Not that deep in thought, I guess.
You spot a glint of something beneath the water surface, about right here, and then you see something move underneath the water.
Where was the glint again? Sorry, I was looking over my sheet.
Here.
Directly in front of you.
Yeah, a few feet deeper into the
Okay.
river.
Is it like, what sort of movement? Like just something small, or like?
It looks kind of like the back of something that kind of goes, into view and then out of view underneath the water.
Okay, I'll just wade into the water. And just kind of like sit down in the shallows to think.
Carmen, you'll see this. And Twile, as you're kind of sitting in the shallows, the water in front of you will start to you'll actually start to see the little pattern of something moving underneath the water towards you. And I just want to see. I'm gonna have you. Actually, no. You've got a perception check. So, you see, coming up close to you, sort of unexpectedly, a dolphin.
Oh.
And
friend.
the dolphin, as it comes closer to you, it has like this pattern. Here, you can see it on there. It has like this pattern on its back that almost looks like the dolphin has a tattoo. But you can see that the pattern's part of it, like it's part of its flesh. And then as it gets closer to you, it lights up. The next thing that happens is that Twile, you you all of a sudden, so you're sitting in the shallows, then all of a sudden there is like a pink flash, and Carmen, what you would see is that Twile's sitting in the water, and then almost immediately, in that pink flash, Twile and the pink dolphin are like 25 feet above the water, and then they both plunge into the deeper river.
Yippee!
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Does Clerk see this too? I'm like perched up here.
Yeah, I'd see Clerk definitely sees that.
Clerk's gonna fly over. It's like, the fuck?
Yeah, and Twile, as you plunge back into the water, now you're in like the deep river, so it's enough to go over your head. So you see the dolphin kind of like just like floating in front of you, like swimming.
What is going
Hell yeah.
on, man?
I mean, Twilight likes
Is it-
water, I guess.
Is it just kind of floating there, or is it like going somewhere? Like, is it trying to lead me somewhere, or is it just kind of chilling?
It's chilling in front of you. It's looking at you. Its head kind of cocks from side to side.
Well, since we are both fully submerged, and my fathomless warlock oceanic soul feature allows any creature that is fully submerged to understand my speech and I to understand theirs, I'll say hello.
The dolphin looks at you, and then it tilts its head, and you can see it wink at you. And then you actually hear telepathy from the dolphin. Like, in your mind, you hear this really lilting, kind of very pleasant voice. Hello.
Is this your river?
Not mine. I'm just visiting.
See, as am I.
Yes. Yes, you are. Can I show you something?
Of course.
The dolphin will start to the dolphin will start to like sort of like move its head a little bit, and you realize that it's trying to cough something up. And then it'll like kind of like and then after a bit it'll literally spit out like into the underneath the water like this piece of like cloth that you realize is like a cloth hat. Like it's like almost looks like a beanie, but it's underwater, so it's like sopping, it's sopping wet, and it's also been inside the dolphin.
Interesting. What?
You'll hear the voice, "Put this on."
Okay.
Put this on.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I mean, I guess it's underwater, so it's getting washed.
If you want to call that washed.
I will, like, dust it off as best as I can underwater and then put it on.
Okay. So now,
Does Twilight have underwater breathing?
Yes.
Okay.
Very sick.
And I have a swim speed of 40 feet.
I'll save you. Carmen drowns.
you'll hear the dolphin say, "Now say tsunami."
Tsunami?
No, out loud.
This is just
I'll say it out loud.
The word kind of is lost in the bubbles, and water floods your mouth, but almost immediately, all of a sudden, you like the cap on your head starts to like vibrate and then a bubble of air forms around your head.
Interesting. That's odd.
There you go.
Where did you get this?
Somewhere. Come on down.
Let's see.
The dolphin will swim deeper into the river.
All right, I will. I'll take the hat off for now because I don't know where it's been. I'll hold onto it and swim down to follow the dolphin.
Well, you know one place where it's been. Carmen and Clerk,
Is-
honestly, from your point of view, Twi'lek's been down there. Like, Twi'lek's has
Yeah.
not come up.
Yeah, we don't see her. We practically can't see her, right?
Nope,
Is,
you
like,
can't
the
see
water
her.
clear, or is it murky? Or
It's a river, so it's not clear.
Can I? Does fly work underwater?
I don't think so. I think
I don't
you
think
just have
that's
to
how that
swim.
works.
I
Because you
think
still have
it's
to swim.
yeah.
Okay.
Flying speed is
I-
through air. Swim speed is through water.
So,
Fly just gives you a flag.
I do have this neat little spell called Control Water.
Part to see, clerk.
Are you sure we should?
I mean, she kind of just went down and didn't come up, and like, I've never
But-
seen her
but
do that
she-
before.
But we know she's like all about the water
It's true.
with her
I guess we can
tentacle and
wait.
all that. And
I guess.
she's like the most responsible of all of us. She's not going to do something stupid like you.
Okay, well, here, you know what? She kicks some water up on Clark.
Clark swats it away with one of his wings. Like, that's right. Wings don't get wet. I have that down or whatever.
Carmen gets real close, puts her arm over her shoulder, and tries to put him in the water.
I try to resist. I guess I don't know.
That's opposed athletics or acrobatics.
Let's go.
We're gonna go. Shit.
You try to slip out of Carmen's hold, but she proves too strong and pushes you down into the water.
She just like dips him under for a little bit and then pulls him up. Then like
Clark's-
stands him up, brushes off his shoulders.
Clark just gives like the most mean mug. It's like, ugh, good luck. He just flies away.
She's still waiting for Twi'lek to come up. 'Cause she's like a little concerned.
Twilight, while this is happening, as you swim deeper and down into the river, suddenly something kind of seems to become clear to you. This river is way too deep, first of all, for a river to be. You've been going downwards for much longer than probably you would have if this was a regular river. Second of all, there are things, structures, that kind of, it's very dark down here, but even so, there's like these shapes and structures that kind of pass you by, sort of in the shadows of the river and stuff underneath. And you realize that there are things hidden down here. The dolphin will kind of come to like a stop, and as you come to a stop beside it, it'll close its eyes, and then you'll see the pink sort of tattoo, then the pink light coming from it kind of begin to get brighter and brighter and brighter until it kind of illuminates all around you. And you see that you're in a gigantic underwater chasm, and all around you are the ruined structures of stone buildings. There is an entire city submerged underneath this river, or this this water, basically.
Fascinating. Does it look like the Ailey buildings at all?
No, Ailey don't really build much. Ailey don't use stone. They live in mostly wood and straw things.
Mm-hmm. So this, yeah, okay. Makes sense. So, like, how far down are we, approximately?
So maybe 50 to 100 feet below the surface. Estimating by how dark it is.
Yeah. And are we at the bottom now, or does it keep going further down?
I think you can see the bottom.
Okay. Wow. How long has this been down here?
For
Or
a
do you not
long
know
time.
since you're just visiting?
Well, I don't know, but there are some of us who do. And they wanted to show you, just in case. There's probably a reason, but I'm just the messenger.
I see. Well, thank you for showing me.
No problem. Hey, and the other message was that you're doing great, and in the occasion that you need some more of us, we'll be there. He told us to be there.
Who told you that?
You know him. You can go back up now.
Many thanks. Do you want this hat back?
No, you can keep it. It's your gift.
Very kind of you. And Twile will, not like super quickly because she knows what the bends are, but like as quick as she thinks she can get away with, will return to the surface.
Remember that these were there before you. As you swim back up to the surface.
Comforting.
As she comes up, I kind of just start walking away like I wasn't doing anything. Kind of like look over here.
I wasn't worried.
Well, that was concerning. I'll just kind of like shove the. Let me see if I can.
As you emerge, the beanie, you can actually see that it's woven from some type of like seaweed, and it is sopping wet.
Delightful. I'm just trying to see if there's any way I can like dry it out. But I don't think that's the case. I guess I'll kind of like hold it, or like hang it on the outside of my pack for now,
Yeah,
just so that it like airs out.
yeah, and it
Doesn't smell
also,
like the inside of a dolphin.
yeah, right now it has a very conspicuous fishy scent. So.
Oh, I get another cantrip.
Meanwhile, I'd say that the preparations for the dinner have probably concluded by now, and put you all in some over here. Eventually, all the Ailey will gather for this nice spread that Yotimo has cooked up. Dina sits at the head of the spread, but it's not. They don't have a table. So what they've done is they just taken giant leaves and laid them on the ground at all the foods on the ground in front of them, and they just sit on the ground and eat. And she'll kind of, yeah, once everyone has sort of gathered, she'll address everybody. Well, I don't want to say too much because I'm sure everybody is very hungry, but we are, of course, very indebted to our guests today. Their help. If they had not helped us, then our tribe would, well, be extinct. Almost extinct, anyway. And she smiles at the two Ailey hatchlings next to June. But nobody would be able to take care of our young, either. So, whatever the outcome would have been, doesn't matter because we're here, and it's thanks to the bravery and the help of all of you. So please enjoy our meal, and if there's anything, and she smiles at Zahavi, if there's anything that we can do to help you with your research, we'd be happy to answer any questions or point you in the right direction, hopefully.
We'll consider it. Thanks for the food.
Yes, for now, eat.
Yotimo is going to very sneakily try and see if everybody likes what he's done.
Make an insight check.
Ooh. Right.
Okay. It's a success. There's a couple things that maybe the Ailey aren't really used to. Like, why'd you put tomatoes in the thing? Like, but they don't mind because it's good. Actually, the two Ailey hatchlings, they look the same. They probably are twins. Clerk, as you're eating, you'll see that both of them are kind of beside you, and they'll tug on your robe.
Clerk turns towards you. Yes.
They chitter at you in Ailey.
Ooh, do I understand? Ooh, I can cast tongues. Okay. Pretend that I have tongues prepared and I cast tongue and show myself.
Are you a bird?
Can I talk to them too? It says understand. Okay.
Yeah, when the target speaks any creature that knows at least
Here,
one
understand what it says.
language.
At least one language and can hear the target, understands what it says.
Yeah, so
So as
basically,
long as it knows the language, a language, we can communicate. Okay.
yeah, and it can understand it can understand your language.
Yeah. All right. Technically, yes, but we're a race of people.
Wow. So you aren't a bird?
Avian is the creature type, as in there's others like me. My race, we're called the Kumoto.
That's cool. What do you eat seeds?
Yes, I can.
They laugh at each other. That sounds like something a bird would do.
Is this a concentration spell? No.
No, you're stuck with them for 1 hour.
Clerk just kind of shrugs and turns to keep eating the food Yotimo made.
I think over the course of the meal, basically, they would just kind of be around Clerk. Just like asking him stuff. and
I
bothering
could be a
him
real
bit.
dick and just fly away.
I cast Earthbind.
No, I cast silence.
Ooh.
Cast silence in a bubble so nobody can talk.
Yep. You're silenced.
Nah, it's fine.
As you eat, Dino will speak up. So, how far is your journey after this? Are you looking to be on the road for a while?
Were they asking?
Just in general, whoever's around.
Clark's gonna be like, we already have our destination in mind. I forget where it is though. Is it like west? I don't remember what the world map looked like.
I think you are heading west. I'll bring you to the map if you want.
The next stop is in the Green. I believe. Is it?
Actually, I don't remember.
Let me bring up that map.
Yeah, the map will help. So we are.
Oh no, it's up in the west.
Oh, right.
Journey to the
We're,
west.
we're currently there, right?
Yeah, you're over here where Lafayette is.
All right.
What's the distance, or how long is it supposed to take?
So let me. Oh fuck! It's freehand. Do not want that. There we go. So it's like that, and it's basically equidistant to this. So this is 1.5. So let's say 10, 15 days of travel all the way up there.
So 2 weeks.
Okay.
We can round it down to 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, essentially. 2 week. Oh, that's real small.
Ooh.
Go there, and I guess we go.
Yeah, when I'm in a 2 weeks competition, what the fuck?
By the way, Kobu,
Yeah.
has Move and everyone else ever answered my call regarding the sanctuary here?
TBD.
Oh, okay.
I'll know by next week.
To be
If-
determined.
If they don't handle that, could I send Doradi there? The character I played in the one shot once?
Would he know where that is?
Well, he is in the Green. I guess I could send him. I could try to send him there.
Yeah, I mean,
I-
you could do that.
I do. I could send him a map with that.
Yeah. Who knows him?
In which way?
Like characters.
Who played in the one shot?
Well, I think I forget. Yeah, I mean, if it's somebody in that one shot who knows, then it would be between that character and Dorati. Because basically, like, where the sanctuaries are is very hidden, so you pretty much have to know where they are in order to find them. Otherwise, you won't find them because they're very, very difficult to find.
Okay, Lieren is out of the question because she would be in the west, in the Western Kingdoms. The only ones that probably would be available would be Stacy and Utsa.
Yeah, Utsar maybe. Utsar might be. I don't know if Utsar actually even knows where the sanctuaries are, but Utsar does know others, so there's a connection there. I don't know, mutual information sharing, all that. Yeah, I think it's possible. I think it just has to kind of be worked out with Furret and stuff.
Yeah, I would probably send a message to Zihabi would write a message to Dorati saying something like, "Dorati, get your ass to the location I sent you. I sent you marked on the map. And get some people that you believe you can trust. It's related to the stuff I had you handle the last time. Now, chop, chop."
Another settlement needs your map. Wait, what? Another? Oh, okay. I was like, did I have a trigger?
Another settlement needs your map. It's a really valuable map.
Another help needs your settlement. I'll mark it.
Help
Another
having
map.
strong.
Another map needs your settlement. I'll mark it on your help. Oh my god, I'll mark it. I can't say that. I'll mark it. Mark it on your help.
The
Another
British
settlement needs
seeking
your
to
help.
you.
I'll mark it on your map.
There you go. So basically, after you mention that you're going to the west, will kind of perk up. Oh, the west. Well, you do know that that's Kataruna territory.
Okay.
I'm just saying, good to proceed with caution. Especially now. The Kataruna have been... Well, they've been quite strict lately, let's put it that way. Luckily, our tribe was spared most of it, but... I know others in Alalia who have said other things about the Kataruna. They're not the nicest of people.
To be able to handle it, just quick in and out. It's not like they have a constant lookout for anything that flies above their airspace,
That
or
is
any way
true.
to handle that.
That is true. The only advice I could give you is that just don't give them a reason to. But, as you said, you'll handle yourselves fine. If what happened today is any indication. At this point, the meal is sort of coming to an end, and she'll say, "Well, you all are welcome to stay and sleep here if you want. It's a safe haven, or you can go your own way. But thank you for engaging with our hospitality here, and our village will be open to you if you ever come by through here again."
Thank you very much. We'll be happy to rest while we can. Then we'll be out and about very soon.
So, also, she'll be able, the tribe will buy some of the stuff that you have from the Bahir. So...
I wanted to ask if they have any magical items that they would be willing to part ways with, or as I mentioned earlier, any silk or stuff that they deal with, fabrics and so on. Zahavi would be interested in trading or bartering, maybe.
As you're in discussions with Dina about this, actually, the Ailey whose life you saved, this one will come up. And he's like, slightly limping and stuff, but he's cleaned up and everything. Seems pretty, all right. And he will actually offer something in return for the meat and bones. So basically, they'll take half. So they'll take 75 gold worth of the bones, and then, of the bones, and then of the meat, they'll also take half. So they'll take like 100 and 60. Basically, yeah, 160 gold plus 75 is 255, so they'll pay you 255 for like half of everything. Or they can trade you. Go down to where I have it. A staff, a quarterstaff, that has been in the Ailey that you saved. It's been in his family for a while. So this is a Skyblinder staff.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
So this staff, you can see that at the top of it, there are leaves that have been woven into the top around like a stone, and basically the leaves, they have little veins on them that actually glow slightly with alien bioluminescence, and so that's how you cause the staff to flare with light. The leaves kind of spring up magically, and there's a huge, it's literally like a flashlight staff.
Do we have to attune to it?
It does require attunement, however, it is, it does have a gold value, so also sell it, but yeah, that's what they'd be willing to barter for half of your meat and half of the bones.
Seems worth it to me.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Could anyone actually make use of this?
Any spellcaster.
But we're all
Really, with
spellcasters.
the +1 to the spell attack rolls.
I got my necromancy staff, so I'm good.
I've got
If
my
nobody
walk.
wants it,
I'm good.
Harvey will take it.
I've also got this hat if anyone wants it. I'll just hold out the...
You
It
do,
lets
so
breathe underwater.
yeah, so actually also, let me give you the stat block for that. So
Like-
this is it's a cap of water breathing. It's a wondrous item. It actually doesn't require attunement. And this is what it is.
Interesting. But yeah.
Stay away from me with that thing.
It was a gift from...
But I have seen it.
from a
How,
thing.
it's like, how do I explain what just happened to me?
I found it. It was a gift from nature.
Oh. Nice way to put it.
Wow.
That's
I
one
mean,
way
I
to
give-
put it.
Yep.
Every day I give a gift from nature to nature. So
Are you talking about taking a shit?
Would Carmen have seen the dolphin regurgitate that up?
No,
I
no.
don't think we've seen it.
You haven't seen it. You just know that Twi'lek's been walking around with this weird sort of woven seaweed cap that has been dripping wet, and now it's like dried and everything. It still has a slight fishy smell.
could I make the logical connection, having seen the dolphin and Twi'lek go under, and then Twi'lek come up with a hat she's never worn before?
Yeah, I mean, that's logical.
Well,
Carmen
not
says
that
nothing.
It was regurgitated, but just it was underwater somehow.
She has her suspicions, but she says nothing because it'd be funnier for Savi to wear it.
Eek. I'm trying to figure out what I could give up to use that staff, but I don't know.
Honestly, should you? Is like your equipment's already pretty solid.
Well, the +1 to attack and damage rolls and
Yeah.
spell attack rolls is always huge.
Also, because you're usually flying, practically anything that tries to hit you would need to fly or have ranged attacks.
Right.
So it would actually be really useful for you, honestly.
I would have to probably trade out my dragon wing bow though, because I'm not giving up my crown. And I don't really want to give up my guide ring either.
I
I
can't
do
use
have.
bows.
I have this. If anybody wants that.
Gavi never makes melee attacks. That's my problem.
Oh, yep, you're right. Never mind.
I've got my drum, which basically, well, my walk, which does the same thing as the sky blinder staff, basically.
Hold on. Are the ruins the ones we just went to? Or the ones that Twila looked at?
No, I just marked the ones that Twile just saw on here.
Okay.
Might not be worth it. I think we could just sell it then. Because I'd rather shoot at distance.
Well, if you find somewhere, you can sell it.
I will take suggestions for whether you think I should keep the Skyblinder staff or the Staff of Withering.
Well, you probably would want the Staff of Withering instead of... Or, sorry, the Skyblinder staff instead of the Staff of Withering.
Yeah.
Because Staff of Withering, you need to make a hit in order to do anything with it.
I see.
You have to hit them. You have to be melee range, and you're a spellcaster, so that +1 is spell attack rolls.
And also there's charges to it.
Stuff of Withering, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll consider it.
Alright.
My analysis paralysis is kicking in.
It's probably not gonna.
Well, it's
we
+1
probably won't have
damage.
to-
It's +1 damage too.
Mm,
So I mean,
that is true.
it's not a lot, but you're not getting in range to hit people with the other staff. Plus, it's something.
Kobu?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll write down what I'm gonna ask. You continue, Clerk.
Okay.
Well, I guess we just start traveling, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we move Lafayette?
Yeah, let's move him along. Oh god, I can't even get him. Because he's covered by stuff. Alright, 1 second, let me move this.
I'll move my X out the way.
Oh my god, wait, why? What the hell? Why can't I touch him? Oh, because I'm on the player thing, that's why. Alright. There we go, got him. Alright. So, the journey out from Eulalia. Yeah, the journey out from Eulalia is pretty easy, because you're not traveling through the fog. You're traveling actually up from Eulalia into the west. And you are going to travel by Rift again. You will see the storm around Rift is still raging on. And another thing that is also interesting is that I will... Well, first I'll have your world perception checks. Anybody?
Perception.
Giant thing to be here. That's a really good... That is a really good idea.
I'm perceiving.
I'll let you try to figure that out, Sahavi. Yeah, let me do this. Perception, yeah. Oh shit. Okay.
So Carmen's perceiving, and I also am perceiving.
Yeah. So, well, you can all share this knowledge as well, so I think it's fine. I think Carmen's first noticed it, and then also Clerk and Yotimo, of course, as well noticed it, like after, but then share the info. So, what you will see is that actually sort of to the north, entering into the storm, you can see dots that are moving across the sky, and as you kind of squint your eyes, peer closer, you realize that these dots are mantifaes. You see the glints of armor, and like you see that the mantifaes, some of them are towing huge apparatuses of wood and metal and stuff. And you see the bright blue and white banners of the Kataruna clan.
Uh-oh.
You also see tendrils of the clouds from far away reach out towards these mantifaes. And you realize that the glints of armor on top of the mantifaes are legions of soldiers being carried across the great chasm that separates Rift from the west. And it becomes clear to you that what you are witnessing is a battle, an invasion. The Kataruna clan, an army of them, descending into the storm. And you can see the huge chaos of a battle off to the north from you, at the edge of Rift. It would seem that the Kataruna are fighting the Blackstorm at this point.
This is fine.
Are they
This
just throwing people away?
Sorry?
Wouldn't they just be throwing people away if they didn't have the right stuff to defeat it?
You would.
Oh God.
Agent
Do you want
Ket
to get involved?
will be heard for the first time in actually quite a while. He hasn't spoken to any of you in days, but you'll hear him in your heads. Fools.
Fools?
Yes, fools. Those humans are misguided. They think that they can challenge the symmetry through sheer force. They will, unfortunately, be proven wrong. Steer clear of that battle. There is only death there.
I
No,
can't say I disagree.
You know, hey, John, we don't really have your opinion on a few things. So, you mean to tell us that brute force doesn't work? What do you think of Theomaki?
She is also misguided, but you must not underestimate her. Her view of the world is simple, yes, but she holds great power, perhaps the greatest power of any being in Attune, save for the symmetry. She knows this. This is why she has spared you. But this is also why you cannot underestimate her by any means. She will come after you. Soon, in my estimation. This is why I have been insistent on your cultivation of your power. You are not bonded with me simply for me to act as a guide or to act as counsel. You are also bonded with me so that you may become powerful enough to challenge the symmetry in a meaningful way. Powerful enough to withstand the wrath of Theomaki.
Good to know.
You must take these opportunities that are presented to you. That is all that I can say.
Hmm.
Can't believe you didn't ask anything about him.
Well, not like we have anything but time while traveling. Always a chance to talk.
There's another thing I'd like to talk about, but it's much less serious. So we've been on the back of a mantifae for who knows how long. Does it have a name? Like
Does the
it's almost
Mantis have a name?
disrespectful.
What's the name of the thing we've been writing on for however long it's been?
Months.
Yeah, basically.
What do
Have
you
we
mean?
even
Of
bothered
course it
giving
has
it a name?
Of course it has a name. I've named it when I bought it.
Why did you tell us, man?
You never asked.
She narrows her eyes.
Well, do you mind sharing?
It is a very impressive name.
Insight.
Is it?
Yeah, I can insight that shit.
Also,
Yeah.
you probably won't even need insight. 10 deception.
That's 23.
You didn't name it, did you?
The opportunity never came, and I was never crazed with the inspiration.
Hmm. Sure.
Right.
Right.
Okay, I bought it on a hunch. I'm sorry. A guy once came to the shop and sold it to me. But made a good deal with for it. I thought, well, sure, nice. It's great to have a ride, and it came in useful, right?
Of course, it is. It still is, and that's why I mean maybe we should think about it while we travel.
Well, go ahead.
Do you want me to name it?
It's hard to not think about food.
Do remember, it is female.
Okay, I was about to nature check.
Nature check is crazy.
I was thinking about calling it Ursula, but well,
I got it. She writes it down. This is gonna be a little bit hold on. You gotta spell it like this.
Tiffany.
Yes.
Tiffany.
Highly respectable name.
Tiffany?
Highly respectable.
now you're bullshitting me.
No, I knew somebody once.
Tiffany.
And an insight check, Psy.
You can insight check if you want.
I didn't find a protein bar, but I did find some hula hoops.
Why?
Huh?
What?
Is that like a British
Ignore
snack?
it.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Picture incoming.
Oh no.
Is that something I'm too American to understand?
I think it's something weird too American to understand.
If I'm crunching,
Yep.
excuse my crunching.
Not enough oil.
Crunch maxing. That's that shit that they do at Taco Bell, isn't it?
Oh my god, yeah. I still haven't had Taco Bell in my life. I'm gonna have Taco Bell once.
What?
Yeah, I've never had
No,
Taco
no.
Bell once. I was too
Once
scared. I
again,
was gonna
the-
shit my
That's a-
pants.
No, that's valid. That's valid.
I mean,
Oh.
true, but still.
Let me just say, once the Maxi Melt left, it went downhill.
My grandma used to
Yeah, I
always
remember
like the
from Maxi Melt.
gordita from Taco Bell.
They got rid of those too, didn't they?
Maybe, I
You
don't
go
know.
need
Pretty
a
sure they
crunch
did.
still reigns supreme.
Yeah. I used to walk her down to the Taco Bell to get something, but I never got any Taco Bell. I always just like had something else. Well, at any rate, the rest of your journey is pretty safe as you enter into the western regions. So basically, you're not in the area where the Cataruna exercise that's considered part of Cataruna territory, right? But you can still tell that the Cataruna do exercise quite a bit of influence over most of the western regions. The western regions are huge. They're huge and they're quite populated as well. Definitely more populated towards the north. The part that you're flying over is probably the least densely populated area. Even then, though, you can still see a settlement here and there. And you can also see the occasional Cataruna patrol with blue and white flags and everything. It would seem that they're trying to sort of like cement their, you know, their influence further across the western region. As you draw closer, so maybe with only 4 days left in your travel, right? Let me move left. You draw to about here. So let's see. What time would it? So I guess it'd be early morning. So who would be on like watch? Essentially,
Probably Carmen. She only needs 4 hours of sleep anyway.
Yeah, three of us do only need 4 hours sleep.
Zavi would take early watch and then sleep.
Okay. So Carmen, make a perception check for me.
Okay. Damn, that's crazy. Is anybody else awake who wants that?
Well, I think
I'm
Yotimo and
meditating.
Twile technically don't need to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twile is probably awake.
Let's go, Ishimai gang.
I'm tattooing myself yet again. The perception, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I not seeing him? Am I blind? Okay. I
Oh my god.
am blind. I am blind.
Oh no.
Carmen wears her sunglasses at night.
She wears her sunglasses at night.
Twile, save us.
Too late help.
Alrighty, gamers. I hope you're ready for an absolutely unforgettable perception check.
Let's go.
Do it! Oh!
Shit, dude.
Does anybody want to wake up Clerk to do it?
They wouldn't know.
Just wake him up. Hey, guy. Hey, clerk. I threw up, but I can't see.
Yeah, we're trying to look at the area around us, and we just can't.
Are we really
Instead, it's
trying,
my
though?
turn to close
Is
my
it?
eyelids.
Are we like really trying, or is it just?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. Could be a number of things. Maybe it's a little misty. Maybe you've been distracted. Maybe you're just a little tired. But you don't notice them until they're right beside you. 2 mantifays are now flanking your mantifae, and across their sides, you can see the banners of the Kataruna.
That's what that was.
You can see on the backs of them are two soldiers clad in heavy armor from head to toe, and helmets on, so you can't see their faces. And you can see that they, Carmen, Yotimo, and Twile, since you're the ones who are up, they make hand signals at you. Make an insight check.
Ooh.
They're calling Yotimo the Understander.
Expertise is no joke.
Yeah, so Yotimo and Twile actually will be able to Carmen. It just looks like they're throwing up gang signs. Yotimo and Twile will. You'll see that they actually seem to be motioning for you to land and to follow them.
What does that even look like?
I think Yotimo would probably remember that this is like something that Yotimo would kind of be able to tell that this is like sign language. And then Carmen, from your background as a soldier, this is like sort of like what Marines do and stuff when they're like trying to, you know.
Let's I'll turn to Twile and just ask for guidance, basically. Say, Twile, they're numbering us right now in terms of people that are awake. Should we follow their orders, or?
I think probably. I think we don't
All
want to
right.
start any problems. So who's
assume
driving?
Yeah, I assume it's Carmen. I assume it's Carmen that's driving.
If we're making insight checks,
Yeah.
The reins are just loose. Like...
The metaphase slowly starts going to the right. Oh, my bad.
All right, Carmen, lower us down.
Carmen, I guess, just kind of like, how do you drive a metaphase? Do you just like push on it and you go down?
It's got reins, so you kind of, you kind of. All right, so you follow the two Kataruna Mantifaes, and then through the sort of, it's a bit misty. Yeah, we'll say it's a bit misty. Through the mist, you'll see actually that the camp begins to take shape. The camp has banners of the Kataruna hanging down. It's built on the edge of one of the islands, so the banners are hanging down off the edge. Here we are. There is a long instrument over here. You're not really sure what it might be. It's a giant tube, and it seems to have a glass end. And as you draw closer towards like the dock and stuff, so your Mantifae kind of alights over here. See that there are a number of people on there. You see some more soldiers, and then a older man who seems to be sort of like the commanding officer, maybe. He has robes with the Kataruna colors on him, and also one of his eyes seems to be milky white and blind. Yeah. Let me bring you all. And as your Mantifae docks... Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna get the Mantifae underneath. My god. Greg. Bro.
That's gotta be spell component.
There we go.
Bro.
Right, beasts. We got a... Oh my god, do I not have a... I don't have a Mantifae in here. Crazy. Okay, well, the Mantifae's underneath. And then there's like a little platform out here that he'll step on that kind of extends so that he can walk up to the Mantifae. And he'll walk up as you dock. The other two Mantifaes dock on the other side as well. Greetings, travelers. Welcome to the lands of the Kataruna.
Wait. Pause. That was Tala's last name, right? She's saying this to you guys, like.
Yeah, she was Katarina, but she was like old Katarina, right?
A
'Cause she'd been there for a
princess
while.
left? Yeah.
Now, may I ask, what business do you have in our lands?
Do we want to stick? This is telepathically, but do we want to stick with like the traveler researcher thing, or is it okay to tell these guys
We
that
could
we're...
say researcher and then like hunting trip. And then if they don't buy it, we could just contact Tala and see if she's around.
Sounds like a plan.
It is. Pretty damn good plan. We're traveling
We're just
on a
normal
quest.
people.
On a quest to hunt.
Hunting a specific research specimen.
Make some deception checks.
Would Clerk have woken up at any point in this?
You can wake up if you want. Somebody can wake you up.
No, let him sleep.
God damn.
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
Do you want some guidance?
I think
That'd be
even
help.
with guidance, I'm still not
I
clearing
think
that.
yeah, that's fine.
For Carmen, though.
Carmen will start telepathically screaming at Clark. Clark! Clark! Like in his head, though.
Huh?
Wake up!
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Nope.
Oh, not enough. Yeah, so as you say that, he'll raise one eyebrow. All right. Would you kindly follow me? And he'll step off the platform.
As I go up on the platform, I'll tell the group, like, do we have any way of contacting the only Kataruna we know?
Carmen was already like muttering under her breath and waving her fingers.
Yeah.
That's a sleight of
We also
hand
do
check.
have a sending stone.
To use that, though, is a sleight of hand check because there is a verbal component. So.
Let's go.
Sleight
Oh.
of hand mentioned. Ah!
No!
She's just
That's
out loud
hilarious.
saying it.
No!
Hold on. I'm gonna type to you what I'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16.
You can see the man's head cocked behind him, and then like he kind of like turns to look at Carmen. And then you see him motion to one of the soldiers. Carmen, I want you to make a dex save.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay, and then Let's
Are they
see.
making a roll?
yeah,
Hold on. Let me read this real quick. Yeah. I'm reporting one of their roll to be a 5.
okay. So they do a dex check, but it's a 5. Oh my god, I actually rolled a 5. Holy shit.
Can I keep my 5?
Wow, that's a real portent. No, I mean, you already used it, but still, crazy. I was just showing what they...
Dang.
Oh my god.
I just want
Wow.
to guarantee.
Portent in real life.
Well, it would have been an 8 because of they still get or a 7, but still, yeah.
You'll
It makes
see.
the D20 a 5.
You'll see that the soldier reaches to grab Carmen, but Carmen, you're able to sort of twist away, and the soldier grasps to thin air. You're able to complete the spell, but not before some other soldiers kind of climb up here, and they'll actually attempt to grab Carmen. So I want you to make an athletics check, and both of these guys are going to make an athletics check. Carmen, or an acrobatics check, whichever one for you. Athletics.
Damn. Get wrecked.
While
Okay.
this is happening, I just would like to say, like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on?
One of the soldiers, you manage to shake him off, but the other one grabs you and like grabs your arm, restraining you from casting any more spells. Although the sending did go through.
Oh, oh, shit.
I sent Tal a message, Dag.
The man will ignore Yotimo and kind of brush past. I know a sending spell when I see one.
Good.
So, researchers.
Correct.
Yep.
We're hunting things.
Let's say this again. Kindly follow me.
Sure. I was in the process of doing so.
He'll brush
Good
past
work, worthy.
Yotimo.
Oh boy.
The the soldier next to you, Carmen, will kind of like be still holding your arm and like bringing you forward.
I'm sure that's not necessary.
Carmen will at one point just look at the soldier and try to intimidate him to let it go.
Make an intimidation check.
Just with a glance. Oh, nope.
Yeah,
Well.
he seems to ignore you. As well as the actually the man in front, and also the rest of the warriors seem to also ignore your protestations as you continue up the path with them. You realize that this camp is actually pretty deserted. These are like the only personnel around. There's a few other like countermeasure personnel you can see at the camp, but it seems pretty quiet actually. They'll take you up into the sort of the central part and up to this big tent where once you're inside, you'll see that there's a desk and there's also some benches on the other side, and soldiers will file in as well with him. He'll sit down at the desk, and the soldier holding Carmen's arm will kind of like try to get her to sit down. You know, he'll like gently kind of be like, sit down on the bench, you know, with his, by pushing her arm. And then the others soldiers will stand here by the benches. The man will gesture towards the benches. Please sit.
Twili's gonna stand.
Same with Clerk.
Carmen would attempt to try and stand, but she would still stand in front of the guy. So he feels like he's in control.
Yotimo sits.
Please sit down.
Is there a particular reason why we should?
Can I sit down on the floor and lean back against the bench?
Yeah, you can do that.
Sick.
He will like look at Clerk with like sort of like a exasperated face, a raised eyebrow. But he won't respond to Clerk. He'll instead kind of sit back, lean back in his chair, waiting for all of you to sit.
Clerk rolls his eyes and sits down.
As obviously, it's
Carmen will sit, I guess, seeing Zahavi sit and Clark sit.
Thank you. In the West, we conduct business by taking a seat first. Now, my name is Umbran, and I am the border administrator for this portion of the protectorate. I understand that you came here on a Manta Fe, but your arrival wasn't documented in my schedule. Now, you say that you're researchers. And he motions to the soldier. The soldier lets go of Carmen's arm finally. I don't believe you. You're too powerful. You're also too smart.
You hate academia.
So, all I'd like to know is what you're really doing here. And, as long as you tell me honestly, I'll let you go, and you can continue on your way. I just need to know what's going on inside Kataruna territory. That's all.
As we said, as my associate said, we are researchers, and we have come to some knowledge about ruins within the Western Kingdoms that might hold a secret that is of great importance.
A secret, you say? Well,
To us.
such ancient secrets are of also great interest to the Kataruna. Now, what might this secret be, you think?
It is of personal relation to us. We have been gathering information regarding this and studying information of the past few generations. And, well, this is the last of its kind, as far as we know. We hope that you would let us pass and have a look. Maybe it is questionable if it's even of any worth, but potentially it would be of interest to you.
He leans forward onto his desk and steeples his fingers. So are you not aware of what it might be?
Well,
We have theories, but we
Well,
will
lay
need
them
to
out.
confirm.
Assumptions are the death of all good research. Thank you very much. We cannot make any sort of assured assumptions or theories until we have hard, concrete evidence. So,
Indeed.
But you need a theory. You need to be looking for something. So what are you looking for? What might be in the Kataruna's lands that is of interest to you?
As we mentioned, ruins.
Carmen will kind of tell everyone in their head, I have an idea. Let me try something.
Please
Clerk
tell us
will
before you-
immediately in the head. What is this plan before you do anything?
I'm just going to try and convince him that I am essentially a hired gun. That I seen you guys tinker around with ruins. I don't know what's going on, but I'm here to kill monsters.
No.
Damn it. Why not?
How about we just use your name or something?
My name?
Your last name.
I mean, like either 5 people have it or like 5,000 people have it at this point. I don't know.
Honestly,
Yeah,
it is
but they
worth a
might
try.
they might know what that name means.
All right, one of you can use it because I don't know how to use it.
Well, we have
It's
come
your
across.
name.
Yeah, as the group has come to more or less a plan, Zahavi will start. Well, we have come across some ruins in the that speak of one of our associates, very past what's the word, ancestors, and we are now in search of family ruins related to the Iyelo clan.
I don't know of this clan. He looks over at like Carmen and Yotimo and Tule. it one of yours?
I mean,
Please.
it is one of mine.
That's interesting. I didn't think that Ishimaya were the type to build
Neither did I.
permanent settlements.
That's why it's so interesting.
Indeed.
Make persuasion checks. Anybody who's kind of in on this. Okay.
Oh, these
There you
ones.
go.
I think
It's
like
like
the
that's
wavelength.
hobby.
picture the dragon with 3 heads.
yeah.
All
I think
three
that
of
that's
the
good enough. though.
Ishimaya. That's hilarious.
He will nod and then lean back from his desk again. All right. You've convinced me.
As I said, I don't believe it is of deep importance for the Kataruna. It is merely a personal interest.
On the contrary, the personal interest of any individual within Kataruna territory is automatically the interest of the Kataruna themselves, as we maintain order and peace within our lands. Now, however, I will allow you to conduct this research, and I'll let you go on your way on one condition. I'd like to send a contingent with you.
How many?
As many as are deemed necessary. Now, this is only for your personal safety, because other Kataruna administrators may also question why you are in these lands unannounced. If you have official guard with you, they will let you through with no problem and won't be a hindrance to your research. Additionally, it will allow the Kataruna to be informed on any developments in your research, as any ruins within Kataruna lands are Kataruna property, and while we do gladly allow individuals such as yourselves to come in and to do research and to explore these ruins, ultimately, sometimes things may be discovered, things may be revealed that are valuable or sensitive, and so we must exercise oversight over these things. But we will help you find whatever you are looking for. You have my word.
That's good to hear.
Good. And we have come to an understanding. Please stay with us for just a couple hours. I will assemble the escort for you. And he'll leave the tent and call one of the soldiers to leave with him.
Carmen will look at her comrades and in her head say, "So we're definitely killing them, right?"
Let's
I'm awesome.
first.
I think that would be a little more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah, and also let's understand something. We're not actively trying to hinder them in any way. So when they see that we're coming here rather with good faith, I'd say. I don't think we'll get in much trouble, like at all.
Now
I
I wish I
worry.
would have. Now I wish I would have studied that modify memory spell.
I worry they're going to try and interfere with what we need to do.
Can I have a quick glance at? Well, did we have enough time having, been in the tent with all of the, the Kataruna taskmasters and soldiers and whatnot? How well equipped and how well trained do they look?
I'm gonna have you do an intelligence check on the soldiers with you. You are in here for quite a long time. You're gonna be waiting here for a couple hours. So you have
So I
plenty
will
of time to
join on
analyze
that
them.
one.
Yeah. So I'll tell you about the. Oh, okay. So Katarina Taskmasters, I think also Zahavi might have some knowledge about this because of business dealings. Maybe a couple came to Mornslook or something like that. Katarina, the Taskmasters are the elite fighting force of the Katarina. They are the strongest soldiers that the Katarina have. They are very formidable opponents, formidable enough that even low and mid-level parties would have trouble with them. So, of course, you all are extremely powerful right now, but these are also, Katarina Taskmasters don't mess around. Also, it's worth noting that the Katarina are extremely highly organized. So, basically, if you were to take these Taskmasters on, really, actually, your biggest worry, if you were to take the camp on, your biggest worry wouldn't actually be defeating everybody that's at the camp. It would be the consequences of that, because the Katarina are very effective at communicating. And so you may be faced with sort of a on-the-run situation unless you deal with this very, very sensitively. Because, these are like basically the elite border force that you're dealing with right now. So definitely a fight that you can handle, but it's about what comes after the fight that is important. Also, these Katarina do look to be very well equipped, and their armor is new and everything like that. It would seem that maybe, actually, with a critical success, it would seem that just judging on the preparedness of this base, the Katarina are weirdly militarized on their border with Eulalia. So pretty interesting there. Unfortunately, I have to cut it short here for today because we're coming up on 2 hours 30, and I gotta get going soon. But we'll pick back up when he returns and everything, when the guy returns, and then call it.
Alrighty.
Great point.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Seems
I'm
good.
excited.
Yeah. Well, while you guys are waiting at the DMV, basically.
Carmen does not like this.
Do you have anything to report to customs?
Yeah, exactly.
No. No, we do not.
We certainly do not.
Why don't you pick a card?
Oh, yeah. Do we have enough time for a fart?
I don't-
was
Is
unable
there any
to
part-
do
don't think we
anything.
have
I
any
don't believe we
today.
have any fart.
It's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. If you come up with any retroactively, we can see them next week. And I am around next week, so we will definitely have next week. After that, I am not going to be around. I'm going to be in Italy for a week, but then on November 3rd is when we'll pick back up. So
Mr.
Next week.
Worldwide out
Yes.
here.
Next
Yeah,
week I
man.
will not be available.
Italy's like a day trip from the UK, though.
yeah, well, I kind of fucked up, and long story short, I didn't book my flights properly, so I have to do a layover in Frankfurt and then go to Italy. So it's going to take me like 4 hours instead of 2.
Yeah.
Oh no!
You're
4
not
hours.
just taking a train?
No, it's way longer to take the train.
Well, yeah, but it's
It's cheaper.
I actually don't know
yeah.
how much
A lot
European
cheaper.
flights are.
They're not too bad actually. European flights are
Yeah,
extremely
I
cheap,
remember.
but it's just that I could have gotten a direct nonstop for 2 hours.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh,
But I
could be
mean, it takes
worse.
3 hours to fly from Chicago to New York, so it's like
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm ready.
see you next week. Thank you so much for playing.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I am not available next week.
Okay. Well,
yeah, you mentioned that a couple of weeks ago.
then if we only have 4, I mean, I would be okay to continue if you guys are okay with continuing, because we're not going to meet on the 27th for sure.
Okay.
I mean, if that's something you want to do.
I
I'm down
think
with it. Just
shouldn't
don't-
be.
Don't kill Carmen off screen.
Yeah, I know. I won't kill Carmen. I think what's going to happen is, realistically, we'll have the sort of the end of the Hive Queens on November 3rd, and then after that might be 1 or 2 sessions and then our finale.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's why I'm kind of we should probably get in as many as we can, just so that we have more time, more flexibility. And next week I don't have any time constraints, so we can go for a little bit longer. Maybe have some. Maybe we can even get through the whole Hive Queen thing. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so all right.
So I
Just
guess
let me know then. For now, I'll say that we're playing.
Alrighty.
Already.
All right.
Adios.
All right then.
Thanks
Yeah.
for
Thank
running.
you very much.
Thanks for
Thank you.
playing. Bye.
Thanks for
Catch you
running.
next time.
On the flip side.
Okay, guys, I have to run, so thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please come back on the weekends. We usually play at 5 p.m. BST on Sundays and 4 p.m. BST on Saturdays. So if you like what you saw, please do come by and watch some D&D with us. And beyond that, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.